Congratulations to West Virginia. Hard-fought game. I mean, they didn't go away. We tried to put them away multiple times, and to their credit, they just came back and obviously took the lead. Wish we could have held it. So proud of my team. Man, incredible fight, incredible energy all day. I'll be thinking about this game and these moments for a long time because, you know, when you have a team down and you gotta put them away. Proud of our team for their ability to add runs. You know, obviously we got down and then we responded and we kept adding to the lead. And this team, very few people even gave this team a chance. So to be in this position, the leadership that we got from our seniors was absolutely incredible. And just thankful for all the time and effort that they've put into our program.
Do you have any questions for Evan? Go ahead right now.
Daniel Hager with KSR. Evan, as a guy who's been here forever, what are some of your biggest takeaways from this program as a whole and some of the guys that you've met along the way?
Yeah, this program means the world to me. I've been committed to this program since 2018, so you do the math, it's been a while. And I've been in the program for 5 years, and it's taught me to be honestly the best teammate I can be and to put all the focus off myself and put it on my teammates, and Coach Minge does a great job at preaching that every day. But, man, it's really made me a better person. I've learned a lot, just the experiences, and from this guy right here, I respect him more than anybody I know, and I'm just super thankful that he gave me a shot and that I was able to represent this state and university with pride.
I can tell you this about Evan. He had Tommy John at a high school. I'll never forget the conversation that we had, and we stuck with him. I mean, this is a guy from Nicholasville, Kentucky, that just loves Kentucky more than anything. And, you know, this guy is going to be able to do whatever he wants in life. He's going to absolutely crush it. And he's done an unbelievable job. We would not have been in this position without him. You think about, especially the last 3 years, the job that Evan has done, the way he's represented our program on and off the field. It's been remarkable. And, I mean, I didn't do him any favors by bringing him in that situation tonight, but he actually ended up getting it done. That's how much trust and faith I have in him.
Any other questions for Evan? Thank you, Evan.
Thank you.
Questions for Coach? We'll go here in the front, and then we'll go right here in the second row.
Coach, you touched on it. I mean, this is a team that lost 7 of 9 offensive starters from last year, the whole rotation, some of the bullpen, some backup guys. What is your biggest takeaway from this season that many labeled as a rebuilding year, but you guys get to the NCAA tournament, not even get there, you get to the regional final. Just what are some of your biggest takeaways from this season?
Just the buy-in from this team. When you think about what every coach has to, the questions that we have to ask ourselves going into opening day. You need to know who your Friday starter is. You need to know who your Saturday starter is. You know who your Sunday starter is. You need to know who your midweek starter is. You need to know who your stopper out of the bullpen is, and you need to know who your closer is. So really, you have to know for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, that these are the 6 guys that we need to have defined roles going into opening weekend. And then you need 9 positional players that you're just like, hey, going into the first game, these are the 9 guys that are going to play. So really, you have 15 roles that you have to decide. We lost 13 out of 15 coming into this year. SEC champions, College World Series, we lost 13 out of 15. So this offseason, it was the craziest and my least enjoyable summer of my life because we had to figure all of that out. With our current team, manage that. We played so long in Omaha, which was awesome. But there was just a lot to that. Finishing end-of-year player meetings, and how are you going to fill that? And, man, I give Austin Cousineau and Dan Roselle and Logan Salo and Trevor Fitz and Brock Dowd and these guys that had been in our program to bring in and evaluate and bring in the right people. So I told them there's not a lot of people that gave them a chance. So when I look back and I think about what this team has done, the amount of time, effort, energy, and the buy-in that they just literally just bought into everything we were doing. It was truly remarkable, truly remarkable.
We'll stay here on the second row, then back to the front.
So 28 runs today in 2 games from your offense, and it felt like, I think tonight it was 6 or 7 leadoff guys on. Can you talk about how this group really just adapted and became that, identity for offensively?
Yeah. Our style of offense is extremely complex. I refer to it as a whatever it takes type of offense. So when you do that, there's so many little details that you have to nail, from the size of your lead to the way you look in, to the way you round the bases, to the way you put your face close to the barrel on your butt. There's so many levels of detail that go into running a complete offense. And I've always said this, easy coaching is just sitting back and doing nothing. That's easy coaching. And I'm not interested in easy coaching. I'm interested in creating pressure on our opponents. And so, yeah, we scored how many runs in the last 2 games? 28. And our opponents committed, 12 errors? And that's what we're after. So, there's a lot of times we're going to do things. You're like, why did you do that? Why did, And we are throwing punches, but they're calculated punches. My college coach always reminded me of that, Coach Quill. He's like, we're gonna throw punches, but they're going to be calculated. So, just super proud. Even when you think about Coach Sloan, who runs our offense, his first year in our program. And as the season went on, he just kept getting better and better and better. So, a lot of guys that really just got comfortable. That's what happened. They just got comfortable, and they were able to execute it at a very high level.
Let's go to the front.
No, it's only fitting that Devin goes out for the home run in his final.
I mean, that guy, what a warrior. What an absolute warrior. 2 strikes, home run. I mean, he hurt my pinky. I was like, man, he hit my hand so hard. That guy's hands are rocks, by the way. But, yeah, that was, man, he just in the dugout hugging me, telling me how much he loved me and how I made him a better man. Just, what a dude. That senior class, man, those 12 guys. Well, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way we do this, make it this far without them. No way. No way. Just super proud of them. Super proud.
So, once again, looking forward a little bit to the future. Some of the younger guys played really well this weekend. Hudson Brown, Tyler Bell, Luke Lawrence, who's a junior, a few other guys. Just how excited are you for those guys' progression this summer, this offseason, heading into next season?
Yeah. Unfortunately, with the transfer portal and with red shirts, like we've already had to start having meetings with our players, right? Like school's out and you're traveling and you're not hosting. So we have been forced to prepare for next year. And man, I can't tell you, 2 years ago, the team that we had coming back 2 years ago, after the Super, we had Devin back, and we had Pete back, and we had Grant back, and we had Waldy back, and you know what I mean? Like we had all those guys back. It was like, dude, that was exciting, and I'm really excited about next year's team. Like I think the guys continue to grow and develop, and we bring all this back. Depending on what happens with the draft, if you told me we were preseason top 10 team in the country, like I could believe it. That's how highly I think about the guys we have coming back offensively. Look at the job. Look what Nate Harris did today. Look at Ben Cleaver, and then we got a couple other guys as they continue to progress and bring back. I mean, there's a really strong foundation of guys that now have experience. So, man, I really believe, depending on how all this works with the portal, we have a chance to be special next year.
Okay, we'll wrap it up in the back.
Coach, obviously, running the bases steal is a big part of your offense that you were talking about. How much of an impact did West Virginia's left-hander Griffin Kirn have on that, and then getting him back in for the last inning tonight, holding a runner on first base?
Yeah, they did exactly what we did in 17. we had Sean Jelly was our Friday night guy, and we had to bring him in. Actually, it was on Monday to close it out because we had to come through the losers bracket. Yeah, it was. It was. Was that like 2:00 in the morning? Yeah. So that definitely. But it was a situation too where his break time was fast enough that we weren't going to really be able to steal. Like the risk wasn't worth the reward there. But give him credit, man. That guy's a good player, and he came in and got the job done. And how about Swartz? He absolutely smashed that ball. Like, I mean, for a freshman in that moment, just like the fight, man. Like you mentioned the guys. Like, boy, am I excited about what he can do in the future. And Huddy and Carson Hansen and, I mean, TJ and Luke back and, some of these other guys. It's like, man, they really developed. They're really developed. So,
Thank you, Coach.
yeah, thank you guys.